spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis. We welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's Levis.
He's got Allen.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Off the play fake, Levis
Sliding out of the pocket.
That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Facing second and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why not just handle this one? Get all the yards he needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
Levis.
And that's complete to the right side. The ball comes out. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. We'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Steps away to his left.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. But the Vikings at 9-7 now on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now a first carry for their fullback.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. You talk about this Chiefs defense.
They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is a #1 overall passing team in the NFL, but it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. The kick by Bass is good.
And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Looking to throw is Mahomes.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
This drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now the first carry here for the running back. And able to use the stiff arm to gain leverage initially, but not much room thereafter. Here's the Chiefs punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. .42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
That's good. For Vikings, first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now Levis.
Allen's got it over the middle. Past the 20. 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Vikings add 6 to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead grows to 10-0.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
He finds his man, complete. It's Love. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock. On first down, here's Love. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 3.
Mahomes going to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And look at this defense for the Vikings.
They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one because guess what? They're facing the #1 passing offense in the NFL. It's definitely a prove-it day for them.
It'll be Love to try and get the first.
Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll run for it with Love, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Wait a second, that's got to be a mistake. They declined it.
That doesn't make any sense, right? I mean, it doesn't at all because you want that penalty. All right, they just picked up a first down, right? He wanted the penalty.
I am so confused right now.
Levis, he's going to audible to something else.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
He'll get this into the hands of the rookie from Miami. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And now an audible here into something else.
Now Allen. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I heard all the stories. I watched some of the tape of the old school guys, the throwback guys who were the punishing runners and knocked people aside to pick up yardage. I'm so glad I was sitting here today and got to see it with my own eyes.
Levis out of the shotgun now.
He finds his target, Allen. Touchdown, Vikings! It's the fullback with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Vikings are able to widen their advantage. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
17-0 our score after 1.
Tyler Bass set to kick off.
Here's Bass now to send it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Throwing now is Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Xavier Worthy
With his 16th touchdown of the year.
And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch. Take it to the house.
And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Levis.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Levis completes this out wide.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a first down. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Working from the gun, here's Levis.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 26.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Levis to throw off play action. This one brought in by Jefferson.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
Here's Jacobs. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Hey, come on.
Jacobs again.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Josh Jacobs with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others.
And the Vikings are able to add on to that lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Zaire Franklin. Inside the 10.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, the way things have been going in this one, Charles, it was only a matter of time before this defense got involved and made a big play. And they do right there. Gosh, this lead is so large, CD, and we're only in the first half.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing that's so amazing about it. You mentioned this large lead. How's this their first takeaway of the game? And what a spectacular one it was. Adding to the lead, showing the true dominance, and you're exactly right. We're still in the first half.
Escapes the defender.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now Mahomes.
Man open downfield, it's Metcalf.
And all the way down to the 26. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep.
Still going inside the 20.
And all the way down to the 17-yard line.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Now Patrick going to change the play.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. To throw, it's Mahomes.
That's into the hands of Worthy once again.
70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Mahomes now to throw. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City.
DK Metcalf
from 10 yards out.
And the Chiefs get a late score here, the final minute of the first half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut this to a 17-point spread. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
A stoppage here following the play, and it looks like Josh Jacobs was shaken up and in need of some assistance.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Play action now. Levis.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Levis back to throw. Toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Chiefs are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Now here's Mahomes. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. 66 yards.
And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Complete. Jefferson the target.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Vikings 31, Chiefs 21.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback, and the third quarter will start from the 30. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. In motion comes the tight end left.
Levis sets up to throw here.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Levis to throw it.
Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Levis looking to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Vikings first down.
Here's Levis.
He finds his man complete. That's Wheeler. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Levis to throw once more.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Levis.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Jacobs will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2.
Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
He'll try again.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Josh Jacobs, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. From the gun, it's Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. They go play fake. Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Looking to throw is Mahomes.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
From midfield, here's Mahomes.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And again, it's Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
Oh, how about the rush there? Busting in. They blast him behind the line of scrimmage.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And all the way down to the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Here's Mahomes to throw.
That's into the hands of Worthy. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And now a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. And another timeout called by the Vikings now. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Mahomes going to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Throwing now is Mahomes. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Xavier Worthy
with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Chiefs are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the...
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
2nd and 5.
Here's Allen. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back.
Now Levis. That is caught.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. In motion goes the tight end. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They'll send the big tight end in motion right.
Back to throw, it's Levis.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Mike 54. Yeah, Mike 54.
And Levis going back to the air.
Dancing to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down.
So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal.
Made his first, this now from 42 yards out.
The kick by Bass is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Now Mahomes. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
This 2nd and 4.
To throw, it's Mahomes.
He'll get this complete to Worthy.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Mahomes going to change things up.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
That's into the hands of Worthy once again.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Mahomes now to throw.
He'll find Metcalf.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. Mahomes to throw once more. Flush to his right. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now here's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. He finds his man. Complete. That's Love. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play. Obviously, instead he hit a safety valve.
It looked like 2 well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain, because the offensive guys, hey, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in his sight line, tried to open themselves up. Just nowhere to go where they could gain yardage. How about the defensive guys, though? Did not lose leverage and kept their poise and made a really nice play.
Going to give it to Love. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Touchdown! A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6.
And the Chiefs have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. And we may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And, partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now they've got to get things to the finish line, and that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
Oh, design run for their wideout. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll run with Allen. Powering his way forward. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Here's 2nd and 3. Now they pitch to Jacobs. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Josh Jacobs, 27 yards. And the Vikings are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Levis will try to throw for the 2. Buying time to his left. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now, he's got a man, complete. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. DK Metcalf with career touchdown number 109. That ties him with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list. And the Chiefs are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. They get one more as the extra point's up and good, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though. Now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Second and 11. Back to throw, Levis. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Levis.
Flushed out right.
Same target. It's Jacobs again.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Second and a couple.
22 window. Like 49. Short.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Vikings are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this fourth quarter lead.
The Vikings leave the offense on the field as they're going to line up and go for two.
The Vikings will line up for the two-point conversion.
They'll try to run it with Jacobs. And he is into the end zone for two more as the lead moves up to 16.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Here's first and 10. Mahomes to throw it.
Going to throw right side here, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Mahomes.
He's going to let it fly. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
Here we go, first and goal.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal.
Mahomes.
Eluding the... And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Well, they knew a lot of steps had to happen here. They got step one, the touchdown. You need a two-point conversion here, don't you?
You do, and as you continue to look ahead, if you're able to get that, somehow get the ball back and get another score, they have to go for two again. That's why teams are practicing multiple two-point plays.
We saw that Super Bowl 51 with the Patriots getting a pair of big two-point conversions. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And all the Chiefs have it. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Vikings are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Here's Levis.
Flush to his right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught at the 25. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory.